I have suffered from Mast Cell Activation Syndrome for 30 years. I have also been on a GLP-1 for 2 years. My name is Lisa, and I'm just going to share some of my experiences and my doctor's observations. I started taking a GLP-1 2 years ago because I had a BMI of 35.1, which is class 2 obesity. For a year then, I follow the specific carbohydrate. Look at me itching, right? Yay, something's afoot. I'm got some itchies right now. After a year of being on a tirzepatide, I got to a BMI of like 23.8, which was in the normal range. And going forward, I knew that my insurance was not going to cover it anymore. I had been making a plan because there really just isn't a lot of research out there on what to do. So continued to titrate down from January through March, and then in April, my eyes were just swelling, and they were just all gunky and nasty. My heart was thunking around more than it had been, and I'm like, can we increase this new medication? Because I really think I need to. And they're like, hey, we'll put you on a heart monitor. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm leaving on a trip and I needed to have it done. In May, I ended up getting some iron infusions. The heart place did not get back to me until right before I was ready to leave. And they're like, well, the heart monitor that you're going to be on sends live transmissions. In June, I left on a trip and I was gone for about 3 weeks. About every 3 or 4 days, I was changing location, and I'm like, I can't. There is no way that I have the capacity to titrate down and keep track of things. Because on the trip, really, my heart was doing okay and my eyes were doing okay, which was nice because when you're taking pictures abroad, you just want to look nice. Got back and then right away started the 30-day heart monitor. The day I turned that in, my heart was just like so funky monkey, and I kept feeling like I was just breathless, thought I was going to pass out, all kinds of POTS symptoms. So on July 18, and then I saw my allergist-immunologist, and honestly, I was gobsmacked. So I'm going to share with you the video that I shared with my primary care physician. Obviously, Friday's appointment went well. What happened is the resident came in and we went through everything, then came back with Dr. D, and I was like, well, hey, you can try these medication changes, blah, blah, blah. And then he asked me about Zepbound, and I'm like, oh, I met my ideal weight, and so I've titrated down and have been waiting longer in between doses. And just that day had a conversation with some colleagues, and they had other instances of patients whose mast cell symptoms were improving when they were on GLP-1s. It tracked, looking back during my trip, I'm like, I am not going to try to go lower on the GLP-1. I'm not going to try to wait in between doses because I just didn't have the capacity to deal with that. So on my trip, I felt completely, incredibly wonderful. Get back here, and toward the end of the trip, I'm like, hey, I need to get back on track. Was trying to, wean myself off. And that's when I was having all these symptoms, because then waiting longer between doses was getting it completely out of my system, and then it would have to build up into my system again. Anyway, GLP-1's #1 in my book. So what do you think? Yes, I went back on the tirzepatide. It has made an incredible difference. That's my experience, and thought I would share it with you.